Hi everybody, hope you are all fine. This is Atik. I welcome all of you to our YouTube channel Engineering Drive, and I once again welcome all of you to this set of videos related to Java programming subject. Dear students, today I am going to discuss one important concept of our Java programming language, which is polymorphism. Okay, this topic is so important in Java that there are many questions even in competitive exams that can be asked from this particular concept. Okay, before I am going to go in a practical approach of what is polymorphism, let me tell you first thing. This word polymorphism is one of the concept of object oriented programming in Java, and it is having one meaning. What is that meaning? You know, polymorphism is a combination of two words. Polymorphism. Poly in the sense multiple, or we can say many. Poly in the sense multiple or many. Then morphism is nothing but structure, or we can say forms. Multiple structures or multiple forms. One question. Okay sir, polymorphism means multiple forms, multiple structure. Then how Java is going to implement this concept? In Java, we can make use of polymorphism in such a way that we can use a particular thing with same name multiple times. Listen this word. We can use a particular thing in our Java with same name but multiple times. Okay, how it is possible now? I am going to show you practical approach now in our today's class. Dear students, Java makes use of this concept of polymorphism by using a topic known as method overloading. How Java is going to implement this concept, multiple forms or multiple structures, by using a concept known as method overloading. Polymorphism, one of the way in which we can achieve polymorphism in Java is by using method overloading. So what is meant by method overloading? What is meant by actually method? So already I have created a separate video on what is a method and how to implement methods in Java. You can go ahead and watch that. Now, what is the meaning of overloading? I will tell you directly with the help of one example program now. So you can see here, already I have written most of the part of my example program now to save the time. You can see here, I am going to show you how method overloading is implemented. By using method overloading, Java implements this polymorphism concept. Is it right? Now you can see here, I have taken one class. The name of the class is, I have taken is sample. Okay. Now in this class, you can see here, 1, 2, 3. 3 methods I have taken in this class. How many methods? 3 methods. Now the strange thing that you can see here is all the 3 methods names are same. You can see here test, test, here also test. So carefully you keep the attention on this program now. Here test, here also test, and here also test. Okay sir, how it is possible sir? You should not use a same name in a you can say in a single program. No sir, you are using test name in a single class itself. It is wrong. No sir, you can ask me. Yes, it is wrong, but we want to see which topic now? Polymorphism. One name, multiple forms. Okay, how we can implement this? By using method overloading, I am going to show you. Dear students, you can see here, I have used test in this class 3 times in my Java program. Okay, no problem. Now what I am going to do, you can see one differences between them. What is the difference? First method test has no parameters. Can you see any arguments or parameters here? No parameters. Second test, that is second method in the same class sample, it contains one parameter of int data type. What is the name of the parameter? A. So how many parameters are there? One parameter. First method name, no parameters. Second method name, one parameter. And third method name, it contains how many parameters? 2 parameters. Which means method name is same. But in these 3 methods, what I am doing, one small modification, different parameters, number of parameters I am using. As usual, in first method no parameters, in second method one parameter, in third method 2 parameters. If you want, you can use one more method with 3 parameters. No problem. Is it right? Now this is one class. It contains 3 methods completed. Now I have taken one more class. In this class I have implemented main method. Now what I need to do? I need to create the object for this class now, because I want to call this method now. I want to call all these three methods. I want to invoke these three methods. So let me create an object for this class. Sample s is equal to, that is assignment operator, new sample. Okay, so what is the name of this object for this class? S is the object and sample is the class. So what is the name of the object? Yes, object created successfully. Now listen, you will come to know what is method overloading now here. Now by using this object, as usual, I need to invoke these methods. I need to call these methods. So how I am going to call these methods? First, s dot test. So I am invoking the first method, s dot test. Now once when I invoke this method s dot test, control will come here, and what is the output? What is the statement I have written by using system.out.println? No parameters. So which means in the expected output, let us say this is our expected output. In this expected output, what is the first thing I will get? Output, I will get output no parameters. Next, I want to call the second method test. It is also having the same name, test only, but one parameter is there here. So that's why s dot test of, here as one receiving parameter is there, that's why I am passing one argument here, that is 10. So this, whenever I s dot test of 10, whenever I invoke this method test, control will come to the second method. Now it will come to the second method. What is the value of a? A will receive 10. So 10 will be stored in a, and you will get output, next line, 10. Similarly, I want to call the third method, that is same test. So s dot test. Now you can only guess how many parameters I need to pass for this method. Yes, 2 parameters I need to pass. So that's why 10 comma 20. Now when I pass 2 parameters, what is the value of a will become here? The value of a will become 10 and the value of b will be 20. So these 10 and 20 I am displaying as the new lines. So next line I will get one more 10 and here I will get 20. So these are the 4 lines I will get output. Now, sir, what is meant by method overloading now, sir, here? Listen, my dear students. The method name is same. By using the same object, I am calling the same method, that is with the same name. How many times? 3 times I am calling the method. Test, test, test. Which means a same method with the same name has been called how many times? 3 times. Then we are getting different outputs here. First we got the output no parameters. Second we got 10. Third we got 10 and 20. So method name is same, but it is doing multiple different works. How it is possible? This is possible with the concept of method overloading. What is method overloading? When a method with the same name has been called multiple times with different parameters, then it is known as method overloading concept. What is the meaning of overloading here? Overloading in the sense we are using the same method name, and first we have overloaded with no parameters. It doesn't mean overloading, it is a sample call. Simply we have called that method. But from second time we are overloading the method with parameters here. Second time we are overloading with 1 parameter. Third time we are overloading with 2 parameters. Fourth time you can overload with 3 parameters. Why we are using the word overloading here means we are for only one method, only one method is doing the work, heavy work depending on our calls. That's why this concept is known as method overloading. And by using this method overloading, polymorphism is achieved. What is polymorphism? Poly means many, morphism means structures, many structures. One method is behaving in different ways. One method is having different forms. What are the different forms? First, one time it is displaying no parameters, second time it is displaying only value of 10, and third time it is displaying value of 10 and 20. So dear students, I believe that you got a clarity of what is method overloading and how Java implements polymorphism by using method overloading concept. When a method with the same name has been called multiple times with different parameters, then we can say that that method to be overloaded. So any types of questions, you can simply put it in the comment section. So with this, let me close my today's session of video. See you soon everybody. Take care. Allah Hafiz.